And Dell, I wonder if you might talk a little bit more about, not to call you out, but Dell has a lot going on. She's been not only, and her daughter's here, which I'm so glad to see, Terry, who's on here, Terry Stubblefield. But I wonder if you might talk a little bit about what you're doing now. I know that you said that you're thinking about going back to school, and you always talk about how your involvement with research has really been the impetus for your next era. We were just talking before everybody got on the call. Dell talking about I'm in my next era, and she is, I don't want to, that's Dell's decision to say her age and how comfortable she is, but she does talk about it like she's in a whole new era of her life, based on her involvement with research. And I'd love to hear that story because I think it's so encouraging, not even for us as a research community where we think people don't want to be engaged with research, but she's always encouraging people to get in research because you don't know what those benefits might be. And I just want to plug her for one more minute before I ask. We went to put on a workshop for, I think it was nearly 20 researchers from around the United States. And I gave a presentation with Dell and two of our other Cures Community Advisory Board members, including Sandra Turner Handy, who is our co-chair, and then Deborah Stewart Anderson, which from Zero Waste Detroit. And I said to Dell before we walked in that room, these are researchers from across the nation. And they are wanting to learn and be advised about engaging older adults in their work. You might want to offer yourself as a consultant. And she did that, and I think she was surprised. But people approached her and said, I really could use you as a consultant so I can understand how to go about integrating community voice in my project. And I think we were surprised to see there was a lot of attention and interest in that, as a possible path. And now, anyway, so I'm going to stop there, Dell. Any notes you want to add to me, just tooting your horn?
Well, as I mentioned, that at first I was kind of reluctant to get on this journey, but I'm really glad I did. It has led to so many things, not just assisting other seniors, broaden their knowledge, expand their lives, and um, really create something wonderful. It's also opened up something for me inside of wanting more. And I'm at the point now where on my job as a engagement specialist, I feel stuck. I feel like in 6 years I've had this position. I haven't grown the way that I would like to. And I started getting really frustrated. So after Carrie mentioned about the avenue of a consultant, I I didn't know what I would do with that. I was surprised that she said that, but things have been opening up for me from that, like my desire to return to school. I have about 3.5 years of college in, but I didn't complete and get a degree. So I'm sincerely considering at the end of this year leaving my job, returning to school to complete that. And that courage kind of comes from the involvement with cures and with research. It has helped me really grow as a person and move past a lot of the fears that have stopped me in my life. And I just recently found out about an entrepreneur academy that's going to be held at DABO, Detroit Association of Black Organizations, and it's free. It's a four-part series. And I started thinking, well, if Carrie is putting me on this path for a consultant, I better go out there and, just get all the help I can get, all the knowledge I can get, and all the involvement. So I'm going to participate in that four-part Entrepreneur Academy. I'm going to work on designing a business card. I'm going to talk with my daughter who can always give me, uh, based on her work experience, she gives me a lot of professional guidance and insight. And through this whole process, I feel like I'm leaving a valuable legacy for my grandchildren. And through the way I'm living my life, they can see that as they age, it it shouldn't stop them from getting involved in different things, in returning to school and broadening their horizons. So I think that's it, unless anyone has a particular question or comment.